Hey, thanks for clicking this video. I'm Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer. This is the tunnel. This is a series of videos where I teach graphic design and also user interface, starting from Figma to HTML, PHP, and the database management. So this is the user interface that we have. If you are new in this video, in this channel, is your first time, please check other videos where I design in Figma in detail this user interface. So now we are going to do the HTML version of it. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do it the best way I know how. Most people, when they look at the layout like this, they jump straight to HTML, of which to me that's not the case. Maybe it might happen is because of I've got a graphic design background. So the first thing that I do when I look at this layout is try to do some wireframes for it. So by wireframing it, it helps me to map out my elements, like which one are going to be the child element and which one are going to be the parent element. And also sometimes it helped me with naming the elements themselves, the containers themselves, because coming up with meaningful names assist in, even for you as a developer, in understanding your HTML structure. If your names are not meaningful, you easily get confused. So let me just type anything here. Okay, just a moment. Okay, I want to type app. Okay, let's see. Okay, so based on this user interface, let's extract how many layers do we have and also how they are stacked on top of each other. The first layer that we have is that background, as you can see, and the second layer it's our model, and the third layer is the white shape, and the fourth layer is the one with all the input and text. So let's just go ahead and name our layers. So we are going to have the app container as there's one container or one layer that I didn't mention, that overall container that will carry everything, which is here I'm calling it the app container. So let me just make this a little bit bigger so that you can see that this one is the app container. So it will contain everything. So now if we are starting with the actual design, we are starting with the background, which is the login background. So let's start with the login background. So this container is going to be the login background. Let's just say the login bg, and then from then we are going to have control D, we are going to have the model, which is the picture. We are going to have the model, which is, let's say, model, and then from there we are going to have the white part, the white shape, and the white shape we are going to call it, okay, let's say what can we call it? Let's say white bg, white background, and then the white background is going to contain all the inputs that are here. So we can stop here for now. So as you can see that we've got how many div elements or containers? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just end here for now until we are done with this. So what can I do from here? Let me just jump straight to HTML. Okay, now we are here in Visual Studio. So this is my folder structure at the moment. I've got assets, and the asset folder I've got two images, the background that you see, the background and the model. That's what I have in images. And then I've got SVG, I've got the lock icon and the user icon. As you can see here, this is the lock icon and this is the user icon, and that is it for the assets. And then from then I've got the JavaScript. This is jQuery, and then this is the JavaScript file. It's empty for now. We will use it as time goes by. And I've got also an empty CSS style sheet, and then I have got my HTML here. So I've already got an HTML boilerplate, and if you want to code along, you can just pause the screen and look at this. Okay, so what we are going to do, okay, as you can see here, I'm linking jQuery, and then here I'm linking my custom, like my own JavaScript. So this one is a library and this one is my own. Please, it's important to note that you must first load jQuery as a library before you load your own. And what else? And then here I'm linking the style sheet, and this is just a normal HTML boilerplate. So without wasting time, let's quickly jump to our mockups. So these are going to be classes. These are going to be classes. So in my coding style or coding approach, I make everything a class, and then when I want to target a specific element, like I want to uniquely target it or hook it, then I will make an ID. So let's just jump straight to it. Okay, we've got the app container and the login background and the model. So we've got the app container. Okay, the app container. As you can see, this is going to be a class, and then we've got login, let's say BCG, login background BCKG, because we must make our class naming meaningful. So this is login background, and then from then we've got the model, and then we've got the model, and that is it. Let's just quickly check what else do we have. And then we've got the white background. So the model and the model and the model and the white background, they are in the in the same container, so they are both children. So let's say the white background, so the model, this one, and the white background, they are the children of the same parent. Okay, so let's say dot white bck, and that is it. Okay, so as you can see, if we can refresh here, there is nothing that you can see, obviously. So now let's start to put something. Okay, the first thing that we need to do, we're going to, in terms of the background, we are going to add the background via CSS, so that in case we want to animate it, let's say for some reason we want to move this background a little bit, a nice animation, then we can do that through CSS. And then this one, the picture of the model, we are going to edit using an image tag. So since we're already on HTML, let's just work with HTML. Let's put an image tag. So this is the image tag. So in terms of the source here, we need to link the picture of the model, which is this one. So very important to note when you are linking things from scripts, because we are here in this style script, it's very important to understand where is sorry for now, I'm ahead of myself. Okay, we are linking the image. So when you are linking anything, maybe an image from a CSS or from an HTML file, what is important to note first, where you are, meaning that we are inside this login.html. So we are in this HTML, and then you need to understand the relationship between this HTML and the target folder that you are targeting. As you can see here, this HTML and our target folders, they are some sort of in the same root folder, meaning that they are all children, so they're in the same level. So if that's the case, what you do when you want to go to assets to get something, you just type assets, and then from then /, and then we want to go to images, and then from then we want to target the model. So let's just quickly save and see that if the changes have taken place. As you can see, we've got our asset here. Okay, so the other thing that is very important, you must take things one by one. You must not rush yourself and put some sort of a lot of code and a lot of things and refresh later, because HTML sometimes can be a lot of confusing. It's easy to what you think you know and find out when you're doing it you don't find what the error is. So I always take a relaxed approach. I don't rush myself. I do one thing at a time. So now that I'm done adding this model, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the background. So now let's go to our CSS, okay, to add the background. Okay, so did I have my everything? It's a class, so I put a dot, and then from here what I want to do, I want to say background. Okay, background, and then we're going to specify the URL. And then also it's very important to understand where you are, what's the relationship between the page that you are in or the script that you are in, what's the relationship between it and the file that you want, or the folder for those files. As you can see now, this is different from this HTML. In this HTML, this asset folder is in the same let's say level or hierarchy or structure. However, when it comes to the CSS, as you can see that the CSS inside another folder. So it means if we want to go to jump out of this folder to get into this folder, we can't just go to this to the image folder just like this. So we need to jump to, let me first do it the wrong way so that you can see that it doesn't happen. Let's say that we just wanted to say we want to go to assets /img / and what's the name of our file? It's background. Let me just act as if I'm renaming it. Also, the other thing that I do, I like to copy the names so that I can make sure that the spelling it's exactly as that one. As you can see, so this is the wrong way. So let's just check if we have the background added. The background is not added. If you want to check why, you will see that the browser will tell us that it cannot find that file, or the resource is not found. Okay, let me just check. See, the resource is not found simply because this file and this folder asset, they are not in the same the same level. So when we are here, we need to jump backward a little bit, meaning that this double dot and the / is telling us let's jump out of, since we're inside this style folder. So if we want to jump so that we can be here, then we use this dot. Let's just double check and see if everything is okay. Okay, as you can see, we have our background here. So I can see that my battery is running low, so as soon as it beep, then I will have to wrap up the tutorial. So then, as you can see now here, there is some sort of white border around, which is the margin. That is the default HTML margin. So on our CSS, let's quickly first remove all those things. So we are going to press star, which stands for universal selector. We want to make sure that we reset everything. The margin, we want it to be 0 pixel. This is wrong, this is the right way. Margin, it's 0 pixel. And then the padding, it's battery low. The padding, that means I have to be fast, it's 0 pixel. Okay, guys, that will be it for now. Because of my battery is low, and unfortunately at this moment I cannot get a source of power. So if you feel like this video has added value into your overall understanding of HTML and CSS so far, please do me a favor and subscribe. So this is where we are, and this is where we are going. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.